How many years they have rendered service?
None of them were recruited by the bank.
My lord, it is a consolidated finding that the
Sir, how many years of service they have rendered?
They are saying that we were formally recruited by the bank. Where is the recruitment letter?
All right, sir. You say that they were appointed through some contractor.
They were working through a contractor. He was managing a cycle stand or something.
Whatever it is, then the bank, there is no agreement between the bank and the contractor. Do you understand the court question?
My lord, these are different period of span.
All right, sir. You give us 2002.
No, they did not appear before the court.
Appearance is different, sir. For example, if none appears for the petitioner, do you think that this court cannot pass any order?
Rising out of the same award passed by the learned tribunal, industrial tribunal. First is by the employee and second is by the management of State Bank of India. Both against the same award. In this case, my lords, I feel that, my lords, the lower court record would be required because it has been contested at length by both the parties before the tribunal.
So what is the relief sought by the respondent? Workman?
My lord, at this juncture, I just pray for enhancement of lump sum amount which has been awarded by the tribunal, my lord. The tribunal has awarded 3 lakhs lump sum amount to entire the workmen. There are 13 of them.
For that you are asking for enhancement.
Yes, my lord. I have a limited prayer to make that it may be enhanced to 5 lakhs at least.
What are the ground?
I would kindly appreciate that these are subordinate cadre employees who have fought for at least more than 10 years for this award, my lord. And my lord, also I have a order from honorable.
Award is for what purpose?
My lord, award is for violation of section 25F. My lord, the workmen were retrenched during the pendency of conciliation proceeding. The findings are there that the management has.
How many years they have rendered service?
None of them were recruited by the bank.
My lord, it is a consolidated finding that the
Sir, how many years of service they have rendered?
My lord, they have been terminated in 2007. My lord, the employment, if my lord kindly.
Do you understand the court question?
My lord, these are different period of span.
All right, sir. You give us 2002, 2003.
One employer is from 1983 to 2007. Another is from 1984 to 2007.
1983 to
2007, my lord. Or it is there in the page number 6 of my petition, wherein I have prepared a tabular form, wherein I have mentioned the entire workmen, the date of appointment, and they have been terminated.
Supreme Court judgment is that 25,000 per year. BSNL versus Man Singh
My lord.
and BSNL versus Brumal.
My lord.
In terms of that, you calculate 25,000 per year.
My lord,
And apprise this court. We will ask them.
I'll do mine, definitely.
When?
It can be listed after vacation and definitely filed.
Let's take one short question for consideration is whether petitioners are entitled to enhanced compensation or not. Having regard to the fact that they have rendered number of years of service, release this matter after vacation.
But the correlated writ, the other writ which has been filed by the State Bank of India, in which we have questioned the award and the findings given in the award. One of the findings that we have questioned is the tribunal is saying that they were bank employees. They were never recruited by the bank.
Then they are employed by through whom?
Now, there were some petty contractors who was working at the local branch level. The local branch manager could.
The agreement between the bank and the contractor. They
have not.
You are the principal employer.
They have not produced even a sheet of paper that they were.
How did you produce it?
No, I'll try and satisfy your lordship on that. Number 2, the matter was referred with respect to 13 persons before the tribunal.
13?
13 persons. 1-3. Now, out of that, only 8 of them turned up and contested the case. Only 8 of them turned up and contested the case. The relief has been granted to all 13. 5 of them did not even appear before the tribunal, did not even file their W.
But their application was pending.
No, they did not appear before the court.
Appearance is different, sir. For example, if none appears for the petitioner, do you think that this court cannot pass any order?
Thing is, the reference was with respect to 13 persons, all of
Reference is 13%.
13%.
All the 13% are entitled to whatever the relief is required to be granted by
All
CJ.
13%,
Clearly, they don't appear. That means they are not entitled to relief.
all 13 persons have different set of facts with respect to them.
Uh,
All of them are carrying different set of fact, different period of service as they claim, etc. Now, only 8 of them turned up and contested the case before tribunal. 5 of them did not contest. So
They need not. Reference could be decided by the tribunal.
one legal issue. The another legal issue, there are several legal issues that arise in this case. The another legal issue is that initially when the reference was made by the state government, by the government to the tribunal, it was with respect to the subject matter of regularization, very clearly mentioned. Now thereafter a corrigendum is issued and the subject matter is totally changed from regularization to termination. Now, the another legal issue that arises for your lordship's kind consideration would be that whether under the Industrial Dispute Act by
No, there is no reference in respect of termination, retrenchment.
earlier there was no reference. There was reference only with respect to regularization.
As on the date of reference, they were in service.
They claim to be in service. That is why the reference was made with respect to regularization. Now, suddenly a corrigendum gets issued by the government and the entire reference is changed from regularization to termination. The earlier reference stands revoked.
No, change means reference was, fresh reference was ordered.
No fresh reference. Through a corrigendum, the earlier reference has been superseded with by the government.
That means there is a modification.
So that whether now
Have you challenged the modification of reference?
yes.
Where?
In the writ application itself and the first round
What
of
is the date of modification of reference?
my lords, I can. My lord, the first reference is of 17/1/2011 and subsequently the modification corrigendum was issued on 30th of September 2011.
30th of September?
2011.
When did you challenge this modification?
No, earlier when first round of litigation, the award was passed in their favor. We had come to this Honorable High Court, we had challenged it and there is a detailed order that has been passed by the Honorable.
Sir, when did you challenge this 31st September
We
2011?
were asked to raise all these points before the tribunal.
How the tribunal will decide?
Now, we raised a point. Now, before the tribunal has not passed any order on that. So we have raised that issue in the writ application also. In our writ application which the bank has filed. So what I'm saying, submitting for your lordship's kind.
Who has given you right to question this 31/9/2011 before the tribunal?
No, the earlier round of litigation when we had come before this Honorable High Court and the earlier award which had been passed in their favor was set aside by the Honorable High Court and the matter was remanded back to the tribunal to decide it on the basis of materials on record. So again, second round of litigation took place before the CGIT. And then now this award has been.
CIT cannot sit over the 31st September.
Exactly, my lord.
7. That is required to be examined only under writ.
At this point of time, your lordship, I'm simply submitting for your lordship kind's consideration. There are several legal issues that we have raised. He has also raised with regard to enhancement of compensation. I'm only requesting a lordship, if your lordship would consider calling for the court records from the CGIT so that the matter is fully and finally argued on the next occasion.
Registry is hereby directed to secure records of CGIT, so and so litigation, cite that number. The Land Council for the Management, so and so is hereby directed to secure original order of original agreement with the contractor in order to ascertain whether the management would fall under the definition of principal employer or not.
Never claimed that we had an agreement with him. You have never claimed.
All right, you file an affidavit if you don't. Otherwise, why they should impede you and claim anything against you?
They are saying that we were formally recruited by the bank. Where is the recruitment letter?
All right, sir. You say that they were appointed through some contractor.
They were working through a contractor. He was managing a cycle stand or something.
Whatever it is, then the bank, there is no agreement between the bank and the contractor.
Intermittent engagement on some days. Now the question is, that is why one of the issues that was remitted back for consideration.
Sir, if you don't have, you file an affidavit that we don't have any agreement with any contractor.
We will give an appropriate. Obliged, Your Lordship.